So in some of my recent videos, as you guys have probably been able to tell looking at the comments in there, I've been getting called a copycat and basically saying I'm ripping off videos from Taureor or Taureor, ever how you're supposed to pronounce his name. Now let me just go ahead and say this. First off, I'm just going to come right out and say it. No, I am not stealing his videos. I am not even, I hate to say this about another YouTuber, but I don't even watch his content. I watch very few other YouTubers' content in this type of genre. Now, I'm going to also use Feedback Gaming here as an example because something happened between me and him regarding one exploit that I covered first. Now, here's what happens in the Hearts of Iron YouTuber kind of side of things. A lot of YouTubers get messages from people all the time, and on Discord, I've got like 4 or 5 different open chat things regarding video ideas and things people ask for. In fact, I have an entire, over on my Discord, I have an entire channel made for suggestions so people would quit sending them to me so often, and I could actually show people beforehand and after. If somebody else made a video before this person actually told me about it, at least that would be some proof that I didn't try to steal it from somebody. Now, that's also the reason in every single one of my videos that I go and mention in them, this exploit was actually sent to me by so-and-so, so that way you guys know I'm not actually trying to steal these from other YouTubers. Now, I just want to go and bring this into kind of sight. Something happened between me and Feedback Gaming a while ago where I did an exploit showing how to get like 40,000 German tanks because you have a civil war. Now, or really any country that has a civil war, or at least the vast majority of the countries in Hearts of Iron 4, the majors. He ended up making a video just a few days later, and a bunch of people started going to his channel and calling him out for it. Now, of course, he reached out to me, I think it was, or I reached out to him and asked him about it, because on both of our channels, he was getting messages saying he ripped it off from me, and on my channel, I was getting messages saying I ripped it off from him, even though the video came out beforehand. Now, when I contacted him and reached out to him, he actually showed me a message, and I'm not going to say the person's name, but he showed me a message of the person who actually did send him the message originally. Now, that's what I'm trying to tell people and help them understand. When YouTubers get these kind of things, of course they research them. Like me, for example. When I was sent a message about the recent exploits that apparently he covered first, I actually did do research on them. But the problem with those videos is he's not titling them something like Hearts of Iron 4 Manpower Exploit. Instead, he's naming it like Exploit on how to take Puppets Manpower, which is not something you look up. Or the Capitulation Exploit that I recently made. You don't go on YouTube and type in Hearts of Iron 4 Order 66 Exploit, because if somebody is new to the series or somebody is in general looking for a type of exploit, you're not looking up a random thing. You know, it's like if you play, for example, Battlefield 5. If you're looking for an exploit on how to level up, you're not going to look up something like Battlefield 5 Jeep C4 exploit, if that's the name of a video somebody made showing a way to use a Jeep and C4 to get unlimited experience or something like that, if you catch my drift. So when people make these kind of videos and they're being told that someone else did it first, of course they're trying to give credit in the future. But again, the problem is when even I go on YouTube and search up these things, the search results are different between YouTuber and YouTuber in person because the way that YouTube checks to see who's watching a video, who's watching a type of content, anything like that. And because of those specific situations, it's hard for me to be able to find his exploits. And then I'll even go to his channel after the last video and looked. I'm not really finding the videos. I type in Hearts of Iron 4 exploit and there's just several dozen videos that are not really exploits, I would say. And if they are, they're not and my phone. They're not really titled something that I would know to look at beforehand, right? Like the Order 66 exploit, how was I going to know in the first place to go on YouTube and look up an exploit for capitulating countries called Order 66? I mean, it's just, there's not really a way to know that beforehand. It's like trying to guess lottery numbers. You can guess several times over several years before you might actually get the right numbers. It's not. The point I'm getting across here that I'm trying to make people understand is it's not really possible when somebody's naming a video something they feel like would more gear towards what the video is about. It's easier to find something with a specific name of what the exploit does rather than make it incredibly difficult for other people to actually find the exploit and say something like Hearts of Iron 4 Manpower Exploit compared to Hearts of Iron 4 Divisional gain experience through manpower by taking out countries exploit. I mean, it's not. And then the videos are like 40 minutes long or 30 minutes long. I'm not going to be able to sit there for several hours going through 40 different videos to see if this one exploit was covered in that video. There's not really a way to do that. But anyway, I hope I've made it a little bit more clear towards you guys and maybe helped you guys understand why some people think I'm stealing these exploits, but I'm not. Again, in all those videos, I mentioned beforehand who actually sends me these in the first place. So that way you guys know that I'm not trying to steal content from other people. Because again, like I was saying, something similar happened to me in feedback where somebody sent me a message like 2 or 3 days before he made his video, I think it was, and somebody with a different name, but it was the same exact Discord handle, so they changed their name, and it's like they tried to make beef between me and him. So I don't know if that's what someone similar is doing now or what, but anyway guys, I hope this kind of cleared things up for you guys and gave you a little bit more understanding about what's going on, so you kind of see where I'm coming from on it, so you don't think I'm trying to steal content from other YouTubers, because I hate it when that happens to me when I come up with something original. So anyway, but if I do find any videos that are actually by him, I do give credit to him, and I think there is one coming out that someone told me about beforehand that I am doing. And the reason I do these is for several reasons, which I covered a long time ago. One, it's to help the developers find these exploits and be able to patch them a little bit earlier, because people are using them in the multiplayer communities and ruining the games. Number two is because that way, if they find out the person is doing the exploit, they can kind of make rules in multiplayer communities to stop people from doing it. Like for the manpower exploit, some people I know that hoist HOI4 games right now in multiplayer, they've actually changed some of the rules saying Japan cannot puppet any part of China, you know, or they have to give it all over to a Manchukuo. If there's a Manchukuo player, they can't use the manpower from other puppets and so on. That's a rule I'm starting to see pop up today so far. So that's really the whole point of it. It's more to balance multiplayer and single player games, and well, not really single player because I really care less if people do them in single player, but more to try to keep multiplayer games balanced and fair. So anyway guys, again, hopefully you understand. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Stay awesome.